Good morning. Today we'll discuss about the module 1 in the fluid power engineering. The module 1, which deals with introduction to the fluid power systems. In this module we have to learn about the fluid power systems, fluid for the hydraulic system. Previous class we have already discussed about the content of the fluid power engineering. Here we have to took the module 1, introduction to the fluid power systems. Before going to the fluid power systems, what is mean by fluid? Fluid is the any substance which is capable to flow when it is putting on the earth surfaces. When it is start capable to flow because of its tension forces within the fluid, which is depends also on the properties of the fluid. We have to think about here now properties of the fluids, which type of fluids are using, again temperature of the fluids. Before going to this, here what is mean by fluid power? Fluid power is the technology which deals with generation, control and transmission of the power using the pressurized fluid. Or also we can define in another way, fluid power is defined as application of the pressurized oil in the hydraulics or compressed air in the pneumatics to do the useful work. Fluid power systems either may be hydraulic systems or either may be pneumatic systems. If we are using the hydraulics, then it is hydraulic systems. If we are using the air, that is for what? Pneumatic systems. For hydraulic, when the fluid is liquid, for example we are using the synthetic oils, water, petroleum oil. Whereas pneumatic systems, we are using the gas, example compressed air or air in the hydraulic power systems. Here what are the methods of transmitting the power? Here there are various methods of transmitting powers are available. In this fluid power systems we are considering electrical power transmission, mechanical power transmissions, fluid power transmissions. These transmission having a very good advantages because of this what? Ease and accuracy control, multiplication of the forces where you have to apply constant force or constant torque will be created, simplicity, safety operations, economy use for all the application purposes. In the hydraulic systems we are using the hydraulic circuits, that is solenoid operated valves. The application of the hydraulic valves are follows, in that machine tools and the transfer lines, metal forming processes, rolling machines, food processing machineries, automatic handling of the equipments and robots, lifting of the devices, etc. In the hydraulic systems which deals with mechanical properties of the liquid, at basic level, hydraulics can be seen as the liquid version of the pneumatics. In the hydraulic power systems, here uses generation, control and transmission of the power using the pressurized fluid. For hydraulic systems, various advantages and disadvantages are there. Now we are taking into consideration advantages of the hydraulics: power and versatility. Power can transfer huge amount of the power with very less input forces. These hydraulic systems can be operated by unspecialized workers or non-skilled workers, saving on the labor cost. Next, resilience. In these hydraulic systems, load limiting hydraulic systems remain stable during the power systems or during the power failures. In repairs, need parts can be sourced locally. That means if the parts will be gone during the working of the hydraulic systems, these parts are available in local. Again, we are considering for the disadvantages of the hydraulic systems: workers' safety. That means what? Sensitive to the bubbles which can be destroy the hydraulic systems. Line ruptures can lead to the serious injury and death of the hydraulic fluid is flammable. Environmental cost. Hydraulic mining or fracturing are become the unconventional ways to mine the oil, gas using massive quantities of the high pressurized chemically treated water. Energy efficiency in the hydraulic system. Next, these are the some example of the hydraulic uses. That means application of the hydraulic systems. Hydraulic systems have uses. For example, here diagram shown in the JCB works. In the other diagram here shown in the for motors, using the car brakings, airplanes, heavy machinery, big machines that require a lot of the powers. Heavy machinery is for what? In the JCB. While considering the drawbacks of the hydraulic systems, because we are using the fluid, hydraulic oil as a messy. That means what? These hydraulic oils, if you are using continuously, that will be destroy the surrounding parts of the hydraulic systems. That means what? Messy in nature. Leakage is impossible to eliminate, especially in the hydraulic systems. Leakage is not possible to eliminate in the hydraulic systems. There may be, because of these hydraulic systems which is working on the temperature, possible for what? Fire accidents. System gets slowed down because of hydraulic leakage more here. Heavier in the weight. If you want to install the hydraulic systems, these weight will be more. Again, in the operation of the high pressurized valve very difficult to maintain. In the classifications, here hydraulic systems, open loop systems, closed loop systems. Based on the type of the control, fluid logic control, electrical logic control, electronic logic control. These classifications we have studied about in the control systems. For your syllabus, classification of the hydraulic systems only have learning here. Next we have to learn about basic components of the hydraulic systems. There are various basic components of the hydraulic systems are available. Here in the diagram we have shown basic components of the hydraulic component systems. Hydraulic systems are the power transmitting assembly with the help of pressurized liquid to transmit the energy for generating the energy sources from one point to the another point to do the useful work. Here figure shows hydraulic systems with basic components. The basic components either may be reservoir, filter, external power supply, that is for motor, hydraulic pump, pressure regulators, valves, that is directional control valves, piping arrangement, hydraulic actuators. In these hydraulic systems, the basic components are actuators. The function of the actuator is fluid power to the mechanical power. Whenever the pressurized fluid is applied on the components of the hydraulic systems, which can be transmit fluid power to the mechanical power. Function of the pump is to pump the fluid from the reservoir. Again, valve is control the direction of the fluid flow. Power supply is motor to drive the pump. Reservoir is functions to store the fluid. Pipe is to carry the fluid. Filters is to remove the dust and foreign particles. Pressure regulator to maintain the constant pressure. We already discussed about in this we have to maintain constant pressure to supply in the hydraulic system. In this diagram shown basic components. These are the basic components of the hydraulic systems. This is the filter, motor, pump, reservoir, pressure regulators, directional control valves, actuators, load on the cylinders. This is also another diagram for the schematic of the hydraulic systems. While discussing about the application of hydraulic systems, there are various applications in the hydraulic systems, such as agriculture applications. In agriculture applications, tractor, farm equipment, chemical, water sprayer, fertilizer spreaders and harvesters. Next application in the automation industries, that is for what? Automated transfer lines and robotics. Next, also used for automobile sectors in the power steering, suspension systems, hydrostatic transmissions. These hydraulic systems are also used in the construction industries. Construction industries use in the mixing of the concretes, bucket loaders, road graders, road cleaners, road maintenance vehicles, tippers, etc. Again, also used in the defense applications, that is missile launching systems and navigation control systems. Next, also used in the fabrication industries, hand tools for the pneumatic drills, grinders, bores, riveting machines, nut runners. This is also used in the entertainment, amusement park, roller coasters. Hydraulic systems also used in the food and beverages, that is for all type of the food processing industries. Again, also used in the foundry applications, that is fully and semi-automatic molding machines, die casting machines. These hydraulic systems also used in the glass industries, that is for vacuum suction cup for the handling. This is the application of the fluid power systems. We have to study also about properties of the fluid. We want to select the fluid properties. It should be good lubricity, it should be ideal viscosity, chemically stable, high degree of incompressible, fire resistance, that is good heat transfer, that means good thermal conductivity, low density and non-toxic in nature. We have to think about fluid. That only I told in the first class. Fluid, that means either liquid or gases. Here in the fluid power systems we are studying about, that is hydraulic systems and pneumatic systems. Fluid is which is having a shape. When it is fluid which is put on the container which having a definite shape, that is liquids are incompressible in nature, whereas gases has not a definite shape because it is readily available and inexpensive in nature. Fluid is a incompressible where gases is compressible. Incompressible means what? Density is remain constant. Compressible is density is not a constant. Here in the fluid power systems, to apply the fluids we require Pascal's law. To define or state the Pascal's law, pressure in a fluid at a rest is transmitted uniformly in the all directions. Or also we can state like this: Pascal's law is intensity of pressure is applied in the confined transmitted equally in all direction throughout the fluid and perpendicular to the surface of the contact with fluid. That is P suffix S is equal to Py is equal to Pz. That is intensity of pressure is remain same in all directions. That is Px equal to Py is equal to Pz and fluid is statics. For applications, hydraulic jacks, press. Pascal's law is applications such as automobiles, hydraulic brake systems, hydraulic jack, hydraulic press and hydraulic machines. Next, we have to deal with pneumatic systems. In hydraulic systems, we are using the pressurized fluid. In pneumatic systems, uses pressurized gas to produce the mechanical actions. In hydraulic systems, we are using the actuator, fluid power to convert into what? Mechanical power. Here, using the air as a pressurized gas to produce the mechanical motion. Here, commonly used as a compressed air. Here, diagram has shown the application of the pneumatic systems. Pneumatic systems are used in the industrial applications, that is car production lines, mechanical clamps, or if you want to use put the air in the balloon, or put the air in the volleyball, or you can put the air in the vehicle wheel tire with the inside the tube. These are the application of the pneumatic system. The components of the pneumatic systems is compressor, pressure regulator. Here fluid will be replaced by what? Compressed air. With the help of directional control valves and assistant valve. Here advantages of the pneumatic systems: high effectiveness, high durability and reliability, simple in design, high adaptability to harsh the environment. Again, safety in operations, easy selections of the speed and pressure, environment friendly, economical. Again, also some of the disadvantages, such as relatively low accuracy because we are using the compressed air, low load carrying capacity, processing required is before uses. Here we are not maintaining the constant speed in the pneumatic systems. We are using the compressed air, noise will be more. In this here module, that is introduction to the fluid power systems. In the module 1, I discussed here introduction to the fluid power systems, that may be hydraulic power systems or pneumatic power systems. Thank you.